Hey everybody. So just a quick update. We welcome Kevin back today, which is exciting for all of us as we head out west. And then unfortunately, DJ's going to miss the next game. He wasn't with us today for personal reasons, but we expect him to be back on this trip. And we believe he'll be able to stay in COVID protocols so that he can join us seamlessly when he's ready to come back.
And then number two, what did KD do today, and how did he look?
Kevin was with us today, practiced, and is ready to go. Guy loves basketball, and he missed it, so we missed him, and it's a happy family again.
Malika Andrews, ESPN.
Steve, with DeAndre Jordan being out, I mean, he's been such a big part of what you guys have been trying to build momentum on defensively. How do you adjust around that, given that you guys are already pretty limited at center?
Well, let's hope this isn't the kiss of death, but actually the Warriors game is a team that's playing extremely small right now with all of their true centers out. So. I don't want to say it's fortuitous because they're such a difficult team to defend anyways, but it might have been a tough matchup for a traditional center anyways. So, but I hopefully DJ will be back in a relatively short order and we can keep building.
Alex Schiffer, The Athletic.
Hey, Steve, with Kevin being out for a week and only getting one practice ahead of the Golden State game, do you see any restrictions, limitations on him tomorrow, or he should be full go?
Even if I wanted to limit him, I don't think he'd allow me to. So I think he's a full go, and we'll expect that he's done some prep at home and had a practice today, and here we go.
Greg Logan, Newsday.
A couple things for me, Kevin. First, Steve Nash was asked about if he would place you on a minutes limit, and he said he'd probably have to fight you in terms of playing time. So can you kind of, number one, just talk about your comeback and how you feel physically and how many minutes you've played and how surprising is that to you? And then second, just what are the emotions in terms of going back to Golden State?
I feel good. Me and Steve and the training staff will stay in communication as the season goes on and seeing the best way to optimize our whole team. I mean, thinking about the long haul. So I'll be in communication with them throughout the whole season. So I feel good right now. Going back to Golden State, I'm looking forward to playing again and being out there with the team to try to build some chemistry. That's my main focus. I had some great years in Golden State. Look forward to being back in the Bay Area, but it's a shame the fans won't be there.
Mark Medina, USA Today.
Hey, Steve, good to see you. Knowing the nature of an Achilles injury, what were you expecting Kevin would be able to do the first quarter of the season? Has this exceeded your expectations in any way?
I mean, he's met every expectation at least. I think I had the luxury of seeing him a bunch of times through this process. So I kind of had a glimpse as to how good he looked, and I knew how hard he was working and the preparation he put in. So, typically you wouldn't expect him to be able to play at this level, especially this early. But, we'd seen it. We'd seen it in the offseason and training camp. So we expected this in a sense, but that shouldn't take away from, how astonishing it is that he's able to come back from that type of injury and be the player that he always was, with the explosiveness and dexterity at his size, and the incredible accuracy with his shot making. I mean, when you can shoot, but the way he plays off the move at his size to be able to be that accurate, that can be very difficult if you're not really healthy. And so it's a tribute to all the work he put in it and just how well he's done to get him physically back to where he belongs, in that he's this accurate with the basketball. That shows that his body's feeling strong, and he's done all the hard work.
Jeff Zilgett, USA Today.
Hey, Kevin, we're about 20 games into your return. It's a two-part question. What was maybe the most difficult point or lowest point of your rehab from the Achilles? what were the signs that let you know that you were just going to be fine and be the player that you were prior to the injury?
What was the first question again?
Kevin, just the lowest point.
I think during the pandemic, as I was starting to feel good, right before coronavirus hit, as I was starting to feel good and I was playing a lot, I was playing pickup every day, and for that to stop for probably a month and a half, 2 months, as I was building up momentum, I think that was probably the most frustrating part, not getting in the gyms, not having 10 guys to run and bump against. So just that, momentum, that streak that I was on, of playing every day and feeling more and more like a player again, it just stopped, just like everything else in the world. But for me personally, I was on had some good rhythm that I wish that I'd have kept going. But that's probably the lowest point. Outside of that, I had so much support every day. I had, worked hard as I could every rep. So, I was cool with the results. I mean, I knew if I did that every day, I'd be in good shape, so I just try to focus on each rep.